Today we're going to be drawing out a landscape that we'll eventually be adding some color to. All right, so I'm going to give you several options. So I'm going to be working on two different sheets of paper, and you'll pick and choose which option you want to add to your final draft. So you only need one, not two. All right, so either way, everybody's going to start middle of the page on the right side and put a little dot where the middle is, and then on the left side, come about 3 fingers up from the bottom, assuming you're using a full-sized paper. All right, so this is going to be a hill, so I'm going to connect these. Got a hill, and then it's going to drop down, and then come out to that side. So I'm going to do the same thing on this one. All right, so everybody's starting that way. All right, and then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add a tree. So again, you've got two options. You can either just come straight out from the hill, okay, and then I'll start branching in a second, or you can have the roots showing and then extend it up. Okay, so either no roots or roots. And then another option would be to branch out just a couple times. So leave it at that, and then you've got the rest of it covered in leaves. Okay, so you can do it that way, or you can have a tree with no leaves. The leaves have already fallen off, and it's just branches, kind of continuing out to the edge of the page. If you don't remember how to make a tree, you can go back to the landscape video and watch how I did that there. All right, so leaves or no leaves. All right, and then at the bottom of the page, again, you're gonna have two options. You can either be like standing in a pumpkin field or a pumpkin patch looking out. So that one would just be kind of, I'm gonna draw some tops of pumpkins here, just overlapping, and they're bigger because they're closer to you. Maybe there's some other ones in the back. And then add the stems. All right, so I've got a bunch of pumpkins at the bottom. Or you can do as if you're looking at a kind of a field of sunflowers. So I'm gonna start with a bunch of circles, just kind of lining it up where they're gonna go. And then the petals don't have to be real smooth. They can be a little bit messy. If you mess one up, maybe it's blowing in the wind. So now I have all the petals on my flowers. And then from there, I'll add the stems. Again, they don't have to be perfectly straight at all. In fact, you don't want them perfectly straight. Makes them look a little more natural. Okay, and then you could add more leaves. And you could have some like tall grass sticking up as well. And if you wanted more flowers in this, you could do that. All right, again, field of sunflowers or pumpkin patch, either one at the bottom. Right, and then the next thing we're gonna do is add another hill. So kind of from right near the base of this tree trunk, I'm gonna curve it up and over. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, starting at the tree trunk and just curving up and off to the side of the page. All right, and on the hill, okay, and everybody's gonna be doing this, we're gonna add just like a little building, and you don't want to do too many details with it. So I'm gonna start with kind of like just a kindergarten style house, so real simple. I'm gonna start with another one on the right side, so I have quite a bit of distance there. All right, and then I'm gonna start with the left one again, 3 lines going out. Actually, sorry, just 2 lines because I'm not going to see the base of the house. So angled and then straight down. And then I'm going to connect the top. It's going to go straight into the other building. So maybe it's like a house and a barn or something. Again, don't go too elaborate with this. So don't have like a barn door and cows and chickens and all this stuff. Just keep it pretty simple. All right, and then the other landscape or the other option is going to have the same thing. So if you missed it, kindergarten house, maybe this one I'll make a little bit smaller. And then I've got 1, 2, angled line, straight. And then these are just going to meet up. And then I've got doors, maybe a couple windows. Okay. All right, and then I'm gonna add one more hill. So right past the edge of this building, I'm gonna curve it up, it goes behind the tree, and then down. Okay, do the same thing on the other one. So starting right at the base of the other house, curve it up, and then down. All right, my last one, I'm gonna put some lines in as if it's some kind of field, like they're growing crops or something here. Just again, kind of that harvest feel. All right, so we're gonna leave all these spaces open. The only place we're gonna add stuff are these little corners. And this right tree is optional. If you don't have space here, because I know everybody kind of draws that tree to the hill different. If you don't have space here, just leave it. If you do, you can either draw just kind of a simple tree, or if you're doing the no leaves, you could have like a, ooh, that got weird. Like a tree with no leaves in the background. Same thing, this space here, you could add 1 or 2 trees depending on how much space you have. And then on this one,